Hi everyone, welcome to a how-to video for IXL's Geometry L.5. In this IXL, they ask you to graph the image given a reflection across a specific line. That line could be an x-axis, a y-axis, x equals a number, y equals a number, y equals x, or y equals negative x. In this video, I specifically want to talk about how to handle y equals a number or x equals a number, because those are the more difficult reflections to graph. I'm going to be using Desmos as my scratch paper, if you will. It's where I'm going to show my work, so you can follow along with me on Desmos. This image is a kite, TUVW, and I need to graph the reflection across the line y equals -6. Instead of trying to figure out where y equals -6 and then count up until there, because I can't really graph a line in here without it going crazy like this, I'm going to actually use Desmos instead. To do that, I'm going to need to figure out where each of these points are so that I can put them in Desmos. So I'm going to start with W. It lives at -1, -3. So I'm just going to come over here, -1, -3. And we're just going to call that W, so I remember which one it is. V is at 1, -2. U is at 5, -3. And T is at 1, -4. And if you look, that looks pretty much just like what I have in IXL, except I didn't connect all the points, which is okay. The next thing I want to graph in Desmos is my line of reflection, y equals -6. So I'm going to type in y equals -6. And if I scroll down a little bit, it's going to show me that green line right here. This is my line of reflection. It is now much easier to count up to the line of reflection and then keep going. Okay? I'm going to change one setting. So if you want to follow along, you can. I'm going to go to graph settings. I'm going to take away the little grid lines because those are annoying. And I'm going to make steps 1. So this looks like a normal graph, right? -1, -2. So just a little thing that I like to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out where T ends up first. So I'm going to count 2 to the line of reflection. Then I'm going to count 2 more. So it's going to end up right here. T ends up at 1, -8. I can come here to my graph and I can go, okay, 1, -8. That's where T ends up. I'm now going to go in any direction I want, and I'm going to go in order. I can't jump around here. So I'm going to go from T to W. Okay, so W is 1, 2, 3 away from my line of reflection. So I have to go 3 past it. So it's going to end up at -1, -9. So I'm going to come here and go -1, -9. I'm sorry, that should be a -7. Oh, no, that's right. I'm so sorry. All right, so let's do V. It is 1, 2, 3, 4 away from my line of reflection. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be at 1, -10. And then lastly, U is 1, 2, 3 away. So 1, 2, 3. It's going to be at 5, -9. So 5, -9. And I should be able to look at it and say, okay, is that a reflection across that line right there? Sure is. When you get questions that ask you for the y equals or x equals, definitely head over to Desmos and graph it all out so you can figure out where it ends up.